Hello, this is the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Thank you so much for tuning into this video in which we will use logs to solve exponential equations. So remember, an equation is exponential if the thing you want to find, in this case x, is part of the power or the exponent. So the technique we're going to use is pretty much the same as we would for any normal linear equation. We're going to undo everything that's being done to x in the opposite order to BIDMAS. So it's like in the morning you put on your socks and then your shoes. When you get undressed at night, you need to take off your shoes first because they were the last thing you put on. And that's exactly the case with this equation here. So here we took some unknown number x and subtracted 2. We raised 5 to that power. Then we times by 20. Then we subtracted 3. And somehow we arrived at an answer of 1. So because subtracting 3 was the last thing we did, if you like, it's the last thing we put on x, it's the first thing we need to take off. The first thing we need to undo is minusing 3. So we're going to add 3 to both sides. So the next thing we're going to undo is this multiplying by 20. BIDMAS, the I in BIDMAS means index. Raising to a power is done before multiplication. So because multiplication was done last, it's the next thing I need to undo. So I'm going to undo timesing by 20 by dividing each side by 20. And so my next line looks like this. I have 5 to the power of something equals 1 over 5. So I need to now undo raising to a power. And you know that the way I undo that is by taking the log. Logs and raising to a power undo each other just like multiplication and division undo each other. Now, because I raised 5 to that power, I need to take log base 5 of both sides. So on this side, the log base 5 cancels out raising 5 to the power. So I'm just left with x minus 2. So on this side, I have log base 5 of a fifth. Now, log base 5 of a fifth is saying, what do I raise 5 to in order to get 1/5? So 1 over 5 is 5 to the power of minus 1. So log 5 of 1/5 is negative 1. So if you didn't know this off the top of your head, you can put this in your calculator. If you don't have a calculator that allows you to input the base, in this case 5, you need to put it in base 10. It's log of power over log of base. That will give you the answer minus 1 if you can't do this in your head. So back to our equation. This one's now really simple to solve. I'm just going to add 2 to both sides, and I get x is equal to 1. So it's always a good idea to check out your answer and see if it's right. So all I will do to check it is I'll put in my calculator 20 times 5 to the power of 1 minus 2, subtract 3. If I put that on my calculator, I do get an answer of 1, so I know that I'm right. All right, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This has been the luckiest maths teacher in the world. Have a great day.